Yes, welcome to Shivagana aptitude classes. Now clock part 2 and that I am going to explain. In part 1, I have been explained what are the important points regarding clock and a few varieties of questions also. So let us start the part 2. Yes, welcome to Shivagana aptitude classes. Now clock part 2 and that I am going to explain. In part 1, I have been explained what are the important points regarding clock and a few varieties of questions also. So let us start the Is my voice audible right now? Yeah, is my voice is audible? Yes. Yeah, is my voice is audible? Yes. Yeah, is my voice is audible? So, yes. So can I continue, my dear viewers? Is anything disturbance? Sorry. So, hello. So let us start the part 2. Complete explanation of all types of aptitude questions, clock part 2. So this is the first question. At what time between 1:30 p.m. and 2 p.m. will both hands of a clock be right angle? Will both hands of a clock be right angle? Will both hands of a clock be right angle? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Between 1:30 p.m. and 2 p.m. at what time the angle between MH and HH will be right angle? Let us see. Yesterday we have seen these type of questions between 4 and 5. Now he is asking between 1:30 and 2 p.m. Yeah, the right angle happens in 1 hour. The right angle happens in 1 hour 2 times. In first half an hour 1 time, in second half an hour 1 time. In first half an hour 1 time, in second half an hour 1 time. So I am drawing a clock which represents 1 o'clock. This is minute hand and this is our hand. This is our hand and this is minute hand, right? So the angle between them is 30 degrees. The angle between them is 30 degrees. Now see, my dear viewers, we need right angle. So actually the first time right angle happens, we need time, right? Time is nothing but distance by speed. Here the speed is relative speed. Yesterday's class I told in part 1, the relative speed between mh and hh is 11/2. That's okay. The numerator is nothing but the degrees. What degrees that we need to write? Minute hand has to overcome how much than our hand to get what structure? Right angle. Now for that, if minute hand covers extra 30, if minute hand covers extra 30, what happens? Coincidence happens, but we need right angle. That's why add another 90. So what this numerator indicates? 120 degrees. 120 degrees divided by 11/2, which means if minute hand, if it is extra covers 120 degrees, what happens? If it covers extra 120 degrees, what happens? Perpendicular structure happens, which is nothing but 240 by 11. This 240 by 11 is less than 30 minutes, less than 30, which means our answer is not in between 1:30 and 2 p.m. So 1:30 and 2 p.m. in this sense, it is definitely a second time perpendicular case. Second time perpendicular case, see here, time is nothing but distance by speed. Distance divided by speed. Speed is nothing but the relative speed, which is nothing but 11/2. What about the numerator? See, every one of you fantastically asked a question. See, if 30 covered, minute hand covers more extra 30, coincidence happens. Next, plus if minute hand covers 30 plus 90, first time perpendicular happens. Let us say like this. Let us say like this, there is a perpendicular structure. Let us say like this, there is a perpendicular structure. The next perpendicular structure is definitely in this position of MH. The next perpendicular structure is definitely in this position of MH. In this position of MH, which means the second time perpendicular extra how much has to cover? 180. 30 plus 90 for the first perpendicular, plus 180 will give second time perpendicular, right? 30 plus 90, 120 plus 180, 300. 300 divided by 11/2, which means if minute hand covers extra 300 degrees than our hand, the second time perpendicular happens in this case, which means this is 600 divided by 11. 11 5s are 11 4s are 54 6 by 11 minutes. After 1 o'clock, 54 6 by 11 minutes, which means 1 o'clock 54 minutes 6 by 11 seconds. This is the time between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. Answer for this question. This is the GATE examination question, my dear viewers. Fantastically he is asking. I'm really sorry for the technical disturbance that was happened for the first 5 or 7 minutes. So I try to rectify those disturbances in the next sessions, right? Yeah. I hope you all understand this question. Repeatedly listen. This is the first time perpendicular. This is the second time perpendicular. You need little more focus. When the perpendicular happens, how much minute hand has to extra cover than our hand? Because minute hand speed is more. So as the speed is more, minute hand, so minute hand will cover more than our hand. So if minute hand covers more than 240 than our hand, first time perpendicular, right? If minute hand covers 120, now this is 300, second time perpendicular, right? Generally here instead of 180 they are going to write 90, which is wrong. For the second time perpendicular, in this case it will happens. So for this minute hand it is exactly opposite. That's why 180. 30 plus 90 plus 180, my dear viewers, right? Now let us see the last variety of question in clock, which is nothing but some clocks are going faster, some clocks are going slow. If clocks are going faster, gaining the time in the sense showing extra time, more time than the true time. Slow running in the sense losing time. Losing in the sense it's showing less time than the true time. But in this case as well as in this case, we need to calculate the true time. If the time loss or time gap, time loss or time gain is 12 hours, then clock shows again correct time. Very, 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 very important point. If time loss is 12 hours, the clock again shows correct time. If time gain is 12 hours, the clock again shows 12 hours. The total it is designated with 12 hours, right? Total it is designated with 12 hours. If the time loss is completely 12 hours, the clock again shows correct time. If the time gap, time loss is, time gain is 12 hours, again it will shows correct time. One of the important point, I will discuss this point with the help of questions also. Let us see. Very important model. If both hands of a clock meet for every 65 minutes, what is the time gained? Students, tell me, both hands of a clock meet for every 65 minutes. That's okay. Every 65 minutes they are meeting. Based on this, how can I justify that it is gaining time? We have to know one beautiful point that I explained in part 1. What was that? Both hands of a clock met after every 65 5 by 11 minutes. This is what yesterday last question. Both hands of a clock met after every 65 5 by 11 minutes. 65 5 by 11 minutes in the sense 720 by 11 minutes. Both hands of a clock met for every 720 by 11 minutes. Okay, na? 720 by 11 minutes in the sense 720 by 11 minutes in the sense 65 5 by 11 minutes. So both the hands of a clock met for every 65 by 11 minutes for a properly working clock. But in the clock which is given, in this clock for every 65 minutes both hands are meeting, which means the action is happening earlier. The meeting of the hands happening earlier than usual. Actually 65 5 by 11 meeting has to happen, but happening in 65 5 by 11 minutes, which means running faster. That is the reason why gaining. That's okay. Now the action has to done in 65 5 by 11 minutes, but it is done in 65 minutes. How much the gain? 5 by 11 minutes. 5 by 11 minutes is the gain. 5 by 11 minutes is the gain. In what time? 720 by 11 minutes. So 720 by 11 minutes is the duration. In this duration, how much is gaining? 5 by 11 minutes. I hope my dear students definitely not understand. I will explain. 65 5 by 11 minutes. Actually, the action has to done, but it is happening in 65 minutes. Which means in this time, how much is gaining? 5 by 11. This is what I explained. So in this duration of time, this is gaining. Now in 1 minute, how much the gain? I am taking in reverse way. In 1 minute duration, how much the gain? In 1 minute duration, how much the gain? 5 by 11 into 11 by 720. This is the gain in minutes in 1 minute. In 1 minute duration, this is gain, right? Now he is asking for 1 hour duration. 1 hour in the sense 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes duration, how much the gain? In 60 minutes duration, how much the gain? I am writing over here. 5 by 11 into 11 by 720. This is the time gain in 1 minute. Into we need for 60 minutes into 60. 0 0 gets a cancel. 6 12s. 11 by 11 11 cancel. So 5 by 6 12s. 5 by 11 into 11 by 720 into 60. That's okay. 0 cancel. 6 12. So yeah, 5 by 12 minutes. 5 by 12 minutes is the gain. 5 by 12 minutes is the gain. I am converting into seconds. 5 by 12 into 60. 12 5s are 5 5s. 25 seconds is the gain. Due to fast running, in 1 hour duration, the gain is 25 seconds, which means Actually 1 hour is completed, but that clock shows 1 hour 25 seconds. This is the end result, right? Actually completed is 1 hour, but it is showing 1 hour 25 seconds. How much the gain? 25 seconds. Repeatedly listen, you will definitely understand most important question. Yeah. Next, a watch runs 5 minutes faster per day. A watch runs 5 minutes faster per day. How much percent does it runs fast? Very easy. How much runs in one day? A watch runs 5 minutes faster per day, which means per day 5 minutes fast. How much does it? How much percent does it run fast? Okay, so one day in the sense 24 hours, each hour 60 minutes. Now in this duration, it is running 5 minutes fast. In this duration, it's running 5 minutes fast, which means gaining. Right? We need percentage. Simply 5 into 100 divided by 24 into 60. In this duration, this is gain. Now this gain is how much percent of this, because he is asking per a day. That is the question. No twist in the question. Now in this of 24 into 60, in this duration, this 5 minutes is how much percent? That is the question, my dear viewers. That is the question. 0 0 gets cancelled, 2 3s, 2 5s, 25. 25 divided by 24 into 3, 72. 25 by 72%. 25 by 72%. Next one. A watch gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes. Right? So it is running in which way? Gaining 5 seconds. So this is gains, watch gains 5 seconds. 5 seconds in how much duration? 3 minutes. This is what? Right? It was set 7 a.m. right? So it was correctly set at 7 a.m. In the afternoon of the same day, when the watch indicated quarter past 4 in the sense 4:15, what is the true time? As it is running faster, it is showing 4:15, but this is not the true time. What is the true time? As it is running faster, the true time is less than this one. Am I right or wrong? Definitely right. Right? Since it is running faster, the true time is less than the actual. The true time is less than the actual showing. 4:15. How to answer? Just see. It is correct at 7 a.m. and 4:15. Between 7 a.m. to 4:15, how much the duration? It is nothing but 9 hours. 9 hours 15 minutes. I am converting into hours. Which is nothing but 9 15 by 60. This is 15 ones, 15 fours. 37 by 4 hours. This is the duration. 37 by 4 hours is the duration. Now see how your sir is solving very important model. In most of the trainers are doing the mistake in this. So actual and shows. I am taking this one. Actual is 3 minutes. But it is showing how much? 5 seconds extra, which means 3 minutes 5 seconds. It is showing. I am converting into 3 minutes seconds. I am converting into 5 by 60, which is nothing but 5 ones 5 12s. 12 threes are 36. 37 by 12 minutes. 37 by 12 minutes, right? So actual completed is 3 minutes, but it is showing 3 minutes 5 seconds. The 3 minutes 5 seconds is nothing but 37 by 12. The 3 minutes 5 seconds is 37 by 12. Now I am writing reverse. Please understand. Now it shows 1 minute. Actually is how much? 3 into 12 by 37. Right? Actually it shows how much? 37 by 4. This is for 1 minute, right? I am writing for 60 minutes. 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. So for 1 hour it is nothing but 60 minutes. 3 into 12 by 37 into 60 minutes into 60. This is for 1 minute. Now this is for 60 minutes. Now it is actually showing how much? 37 by 4 hours. Now for 37 by 4 hours, actual time is how much? 3 into 12 by 37 into 60 into 37 by 4. This is what you need to calculate. It is the actual. 37 gets a cancel. 4 threes. 4 threes. 4 threes. Right, I'm using the on-screen calculator, my dear students. It comes 540 minutes. 540 minutes is nothing but exactly 9 hours. 9 hours. 9 hours from 7 a.m. So 7 a.m. plus 9 hours is nothing but how much? 4 p.m. Actually, the true time is 4 p.m. It is showing 4:15, but actual true time is how much? 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is the answer. It is running faster. Please, every one of you, there is a lot of wrong calculation regarding this model in many of the YouTube channels. This is the right way to answer this question. This is the right way to answer this question. Please follow. I will explain 6 questions on the same platform. You will definitely understand. And repeatedly listen also. Very important model questions that I am covering in this session. A clock is set at 5 a.m. Cool. If the clock loses, it is losing 16 minutes in 24 hours. Right. I am straight away. So it is set at 5 a.m. What will be the true time when the clock indicates 10 p.m. on 4th day? First of all, I am going to calculate 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. on 4th day. 10 p.m. on 4th day. What is this duration? First of all, I am calculating. 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. on 4th day. 3 days. 3 into 24. 3 into 24. 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. 12. 5 plus 7. 5 plus 5. 12 plus 5. 17. 17 hours. So 17 hours. So total duration is how much? So total duration is 3 into 24 plus 17, which is nothing but 89 hours duration. 89 hours duration. Okay, that's okay. Now actual shows. These are I'm writing actual and shows. So loses 16 minutes in 24 hours. Actual completed is 24 hours. But it is showing how much? Losing 16 minutes, which means it is showing 23 hours. 60 minus 16, which is nothing but 44 minutes. 23 hours, 44 minutes it is showing. It is losing, right? Actual completed is 24 hours, but it is showing 23 hours 44 minutes because losing 16 minutes. This I am converting into hours. 23 into 44 minutes I am converting into hours. 44 by 60. 44 divided by 60. So 11. 4 11s are 4 15s are. 23 into 15 divided by 23 into 15. 23 into 15 plus 11, which is nothing but 356. 356 divided by 15. This is the, it is showing in terms of hours. But actual completed is how much? 24 hours. 24 hours. I am taking in reverse way. It shows 1 hour. What is actual? 24 into 15 divided by 356. This is actual now. For how much time? It shows 1 hour. But actual completed is this one. I am reversing. Now, for what duration? For 89 hours duration. This is for 1 hour duration. For 89 hours duration, simply 24 into 15 divided by 356. This is for 1 hour. For 89 hours duration into 89. Right? By taking the on-screen calculator help, how much I got? The numerator is 32040 divided by 356, which is nothing but how much? Exactly 90 hours. 90 I got, exactly 90. But it is showing 89 hours. It is showing 89 hours. But actual completed is how much? 90 hours. So the true time is what? The true time is what? 10 p.m. on 4th day is not the true time. 11 p.m. on 4th day. 11 p.m. 1 hour extra, right? It is showing 89 hours, but completed is actual how much? 90 hours, 1 hour more. 10 p.m. plus 1 hour, that is nothing but 11 p.m. Answer for this question, right? First question, this is gaining time and this is losing time, right? This is now a clock gains 5 minutes in 1 hour. At 3 p.m. Monday, its time loss is set. 3 p.m. Monday, its time loss is set. After 2 days, it shows 3 p.m. Wednesday. What is the accurate time? Now, since it is gaining in the sense, what happens? Shows more time. Shows more time. It shows how much? 3 p.m. Wednesday. Definitely our answer is less than 3 p.m. Wednesday because the watch is running faster. So true time is less than what it actually shows. True time is less than what it actually shows. Okay. Now after 2 days, 2 days in the sense duration is how much? 48 hours. Now actual and shows. Actual and shows, right? A clock gains 5 minutes in 1 hour. So actual completed is 1 hour, but it is showing 1 hour 5 minutes. It is showing 1 hour 5 minutes. This 1 hour 5 minutes I am converting into completely hours. 5 by 60. 5 ones are 5 12s are 12 ones are 12, which means 13 by 12 hours. It is showing 13 by 12 hours, but actual completed is 1 hour. I am taking in a reverse way, but shows 1 hour. Actual completed is how much? 1 into 12 by 13. 1 into 12 by 13. But it shows after 48 days. 48 hours. For 48 hours, this is how much? Simply 12 by 13. 12 by 13 into 48. 12 by 13 into 48, which is nothing but 576 by 13. 576 by 13. 13 fours are 4 by 13 hours. 4 by 13 hours. So this 4 by 13 hours I am converting into minutes first. 4 by 13 hours I am converting into minutes into 60, which is nothing but 6 fours are 240 by 13, which is nothing but 13 ones 13 eights, that is 1/8. 6 by 13. So this is minutes. This is minutes. This fractional minutes I am converting into seconds. 6 by 13 into 60, that is nothing but approximately 27 seconds. So completed is how much? 40. Actual completed is 44 hours 18 minutes 27 seconds. 27 seconds. But it's showing 48 hours, but not 48 hours is completed, but completed is actual how much? 44 hours 18 minutes 27 seconds. Now 3 p.m. Monday plus 44 hours, what we are going to get? 3 p.m. Monday, add 3 p.m. Monday plus 44 hours 18 minutes 27 seconds. 27 seconds. What it will result? It is simply 11/18/27 Wednesday. 11/18/27 Wednesday. This is the true time. I already told gaining time. In case of gaining time, it shows more time. True time is less than this. Yeah, 11/18/27. It is the true time, Wednesday. I hope everybody is understanding well gaining time and losing time questions. One more question. A watch loses 5 minutes on every 1 hour. every 1 hour. It was set right at 9 a.m. Monday. It was set right at 9 a.m. When it will shows correct time. I already told in the starting itself, if a clock loses time, 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 what happens to my pen? Sorry. Oh my god, what happened? Oh my god, my pen is wrong. Sorry, all the technical disturbances are happening in a single day. What happens to my pen? My pen is my heart. Yeah, okay, thank god. So if a clock loses time, it will shows definitely wrong time. Or if a clock gains time, definitely it shows wrong time. Whether in a losing case or gaining case, the clock again shows correct time after losing 12 hours or gaining 12 hours. Very, very important point. Very, very important point. Now, simply what we have to do, it loses. Sorry, LOOSC. It loses 5 minutes. It loses 5 minutes in every 1 hour. Now, in 12 hours, how much the losing? Multiply here also with 12. Here 12 is multiplied. Here also multiply with 12. So, loses how much? Loses 12 5s are 60. 60 minutes is loses. 60 minutes is loses in 12 hours. But how much that we have to lose? 12 hours. 60 minutes in the sense 1 hour. So, 1 hour is losing. 1 hour is losing in 12 hours duration. But actually we need how much? 12 hours losing. Here we need 12 hours losing. That happens in 12 into 12, 144 hours. So after 144 hours, this clock again shows correct time or true time. Why? In 144 hours duration, it loses 12 hours. If the clock loses 12 hours, it again shows the correct time. Similarly, if the clock gains 12 hours, it again shows the same time, true time. So, after 144 hours, the clock again shows correct time. So, answer for this question is 144 hours. Let us see. Two watches. Now, two watches are there. Two watches are correct at 6 o'clock. The two watches are correct at 6 o'clock. One watch, the first watch, what? It will gains 3 minutes in 1 day. So, 1 day, the first clock gains, 1 day, first clock gains 3 minutes, first watch. Now, second watch, in the same 1 day duration, it loses how much? 3 minutes. Loses 3 minutes. For better understanding, what I am doing is, in 1 day it gains 3 minutes. Actual 1 day in the sense 24 hours, but it is showing 24 hours 3 minutes. Now second watch, 1 day 24 hours, but it is showing 23 hours 57 minutes. 23 hours 57 minutes. Now between these two clocks, my dear viewers, between these two clocks, 6 minutes is gap. Between these two clocks, 6 minutes is time gap in 24 hours. 24 hours in the sense 1 day. So in 1 day, the time gap between the clocks is how much? 6 minutes. One more time I am telling you, if the time gap between these two clocks is 12 hours, both clocks again shows the same time. This is what he is asking. When the two clocks shows the same time, if the time gap between the two clocks is 12 hours, again shows the same time, right? Now 6 minutes is the time gap in 1 day. Now I am multiplying with the 10. If I multiply with the 10, how much I get? I will get 60 minutes is the gap. 60 minutes in the sense 1 hour. So 1 hour time gap happens in 1 into day and day into, I am multiplying here with 10, right? So here also 10, which means 10 days. So in 10 days, the time gap is 1 hour, but we need a time gap of 12 hours. So for 12 hours time gap, it is multiplied with 12. Here also multiplied with 12. 10 into 12, which is nothing but 120. Means after 120 days, after 120 days, these two clocks again shows same time. These two clocks again shows same time after 120 days. Why? After 120 days, the time gap between them is 12 hours. If the time gap between the two clocks is 12 hours, they shows the same time. That is the idea behind this question. That is the idea behind this question. Oh my God, sorry my dear viewers. Here instead of 7 minutes, I done the answer for 3 minutes. I done the answer for 3 minutes. No problem at all. Right? Instead of 7 minutes, I done the answer for 3 minutes. We can do it for 7 minutes also. Take here 7 and do it. You will do it as a practice. Do it as a practice. I just taken gaining is 3 minutes, second clock losing is 3 minutes, but actually second clock losing is 7 minutes. You just do the answer for 3 minutes gaining, 7 minutes losing for that. No problem. Just answers are different. But the idea is same. There are two clocks at 3 p.m. Monday. Both clocks was shows right time. 3 p.m. Monday. Both clock shows 3 p.m. 3 p.m. First clock, similar pattern. First clock. First clock, what happens? 5 minutes in every 1 hour. 1 hour is completed, but it shows how much? 5 minutes gaining. Gaining in the sense it shows 1 hour 5 minutes. Second clock in the same 1 hour. Second clock in the same 1 hour. What happens? It loses 5 minutes, which means it shows only 55 minutes. Now, how much the time gap? Time gap is 10 minutes. In how much duration? In 1 hour duration. I already told if the time gap is what? 12 hours, both shows the same time. So extend this gap to 12 hours. Multiply with 6. I will get 60 minutes. 60 minutes is the gap. 60 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. 1 hour is gap happening in 6 hours. 1 hour time gap happening in 6 hours. But we need for 12 hours time gap, which means into 12. 12 hours is the gap that is happening in. Here also multiply with 12. 12 6 are 72. So after 72 hours, the time gap between the clocks is 12 hours, which means they show again same time. They show again same time. They show again same time after 72 hours. After 72 hours. That's it. That's all from my side, my dear viewers. I'm extremely sorry for the technical problems that are arises. I recheck and I will present more better way. So little bit technical problems and also power cut is there. I'm running on inverter mode, right? So golden logics, one session I explained very pleasant beautiful logics in one session, right? See my YouTube channel. After that I conducted clock topic part 1 yesterday. Now part 2 now itself. Total 3 free live sessions. 3 free live sessions I just conducted. Now tomorrow the last live session that I am going to convert. Last live session, live free session that I am going to convert on a beautiful topic, very important model topic, which is nothing but time and work. Without time and work, there is no question paper. Very important topic. I will explain the logic, which is a last free live session, right? One thing that I need sincere, serious students. For that purpose, send your email ID Send your email ID to my 8790743408, so that after Dashara I am going to start live sessions which are private and some amount chargeable, very nominal amount chargeable. But what is the advantage? Just listen, right? I am going to announce, I am going to discuss time and work in that private live session for three sessions. Then time, speed, distance. Okay, it is running out of the time for the live session, sorry. I will explain the details. I will post the details, I will send the details. Okay, right, send your email ID to my 8790743408. In after tomorrow's live session on the topic called time and work, I will explain the details of enrollment for the upcoming private live sessions. Meanwhile, those who are sincere and seriously interested, please send your mail ID so that I will create a private live session chamber with your mail IDs. You will get the links. Not now, after Dasara. Meanwhile, I have to set the platform. That's why send your mail IDs. Those who are sincere and seriously dreaming. In those private live sessions, I am going to explain the future questions that we are going to face in your placements. The original future questions that we are going to face in your upcoming placement drives, along with the topic explanation. Neatly I will present the topic. That's the end of my live session today, my dear viewers. Thank you very much for joining the today's live session. Thank you very much.